Welcome to Silent Secrets. And welcome back, Stoic Warriors. Let's not waste a second with fluff. You didn't click here for motivational quotes, fairy tale illusions, or romantic sugarcoating. You came here because somewhere deep inside, you know something isn't right. You've seen it in her eyes. You've felt it in the silence between you. You've sensed it in the subtle cracks that no one else notices. This is not a video about bashing marriage, attacking women, or turning pain into bitterness. This is about reality. The kind of reality most men run from because it hurts. The kind of reality that once you face it, forever changes the way you see relationships, loyalty, and yourself. Today, we're diving headfirst into a truth men rarely hear. Why so many wives, women who look happy, stable and committed, quietly slip into emotional chaos, secret validation seeking, and yes, sometimes betrayal. And let's set the tone clearly. This is not about bad women. This is not about morality or demonizing anyone. It's about psychology, unmet needs, and the dangerous voids inside people that silently pull them toward destruction. So buckle up. This is not going to be soft. This is not going to be polite. This is going to sting. But if you're serious about being awake in a world of sleepers, you'll take this fire and forge yourself into steel. The cage of comfort from the outside, everything looks picture perfect. She has the house, the partner, maybe kids, maybe the family dog. To her friends, she's living the dream. The Instagram photos show smiles, vacations, dinners, anniversaries. But behind the curated life lies a silent assassin. Comfort without passion. Marriage often begins like a movie trailer. Excitement, butterflies, novelty. Every date feels electric. Every touch feels like a discovery. But slowly, predictability sets in. The conversations repeat. The dinners feel routine. The spark that once lit up the room fades into background noise. The comfort becomes a cage. Safe, yes. Stable, yes. But thrilling? Not even close. And here's where men often miss the signs. You think stability is what keeps her happy, but for her, monotony can become suffocating. She doesn't necessarily want someone else. What she wants is to feel alive again. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, someone enters her orbit. Maybe it's a coworker. Maybe it's a trainer. Maybe it's someone she meets at a coffee shop. He's different, not because he's better, but because he radiates unpredictability. He doesn't seek her validation. His presence carries risk. His words carry intent. And in that moment, he doesn't just attract her. He awakens the version of herself she buried when she became the wife, the mom, the responsible one. Stoic truth. She isn't chasing another man. She's chasing the woman she lost. The hunger for validation. Most men don't understand the quiet drug fueling millions of women around the world. Attention. It's not a choice. It's not even conscious half the time. But attention is oxygen, and when it dries up at home, she'll look for it elsewhere. Think about it. When was the last time her husband noticed her new haircut? When was the last time he genuinely complimented her smile, or the dress she chose, or simply looked at her with presence? Neglect doesn't always show up in loud fights. Sometimes it's silence. Sometimes it's a distracted, yeah, looks good. And slowly, invisibility becomes her reality. Then, boom. Out of nowhere, a stranger says, "You look incredible today." Or a coworker drops, "Wait, no way you're married." You don't look it, that single moment, a hit of dopamine, a high stronger than whiskey. Here's the kicker. She doesn't even want the man who said it. She wants the feeling he gave her. The reminder that she exists. This is why social media is such a battlefield. Every heart emoji, every DM, every little spark of attention, it's emotional currency. A married woman starved of connection will subconsciously trade in that marketplace. Not because she wants to leave, but because she wants to feel seen again. Stoic warning. What you don't water at home, someone else will. The cloak of invisibility. Here's a dangerous illusion. Most men believe cheating has a look. The scandalous woman. The one with the fiery red lipstick. The late-night partier. The wild and reckless. Wrong. Often, the ones least suspected are the ones most likely to slip under the radar. The stay-at-home mom. The HR manager. The yoga instructor. The smiling wife cooking dinner while scrolling through her phone. Why? Because society assumes women cheat differently than men. The narrative says, men cheat for lust. Women cheat for love. That stereotype has blinded countless men. The truth? Women cheat for the same reasons men do, because they're unsatisfied, because desire feels good, because risk feels alive. The difference? They're better at concealing it. She'll laugh at jokes you didn't hear. She'll keep conversations digital. She'll call him just a friend. And when suspicion arises, she'll flip the script. You're overthinking it. You're being paranoid. Stoic insight. The greatest illusion is innocence wrapped in routine. Emotional divorce comes first. Most men think cheating starts in the bedroom. Wrong again. It starts in the mind. By the time she crosses physical boundaries, she's already been emotionally gone for months, maybe years. Think about it. She used to share her day with you. She used to light up when you walked in. She used to laugh at your jokes. Slowly, those connections fade. Now her smiles are for the camera. Her laughs belong to someone else's texts. Her energy is no longer yours, and when you finally notice, it feels sudden. But in reality, the goodbye happened long before. Stoic wisdom. If you pay attention, you'll see the moment she disconnects. Not when she cheats, but when she stops sharing herself with you. The mask of innocence. Here's one of the most dangerous truths. The women who appear the most pure often carry the sharpest secrets. Why? Because the mask works. Society has drilled into men's heads. Good girls don't cheat. Mothers don't stray. Wives don't lie. But masks lie. Aprons lie. Wedding rings lie. Some women weaponize innocence. They play the victim when caught. They cry, point fingers, and say, "You pushed me away." But the truth? They made choices, step by step, justified every flirt, every hidden text, every late-night just-a-friend moment. Stoic men don't get blinded by appearances. They don't judge by softness or sweetness. They read energy. They see what's beneath the mask. Silence as a weapon. One of the most overlooked signs is silence, not angry silence, not loud fights, but subtle silence, when she stops sharing small details. The bond is already cracking. She tells her coworker about her favorite new coffee. She laughs with her trainer about a book. She texts someone else about her day. Those micro moments of connection? They used to belong to you. Now they don't. Stoic warning. The quiet isn't peace, it's distance. And when she goes silent with you, it's because someone else now has her voice. The pressure to be perfect. Modern society puts women in a vice grip of expectations. She's supposed to be the perfect wife, the perfect mom, the perfect career woman, the perfect everything. But behind the curated smile lies exhaustion. She buries her ambitions. She hides her flaws. She pretends everything is fine. And over time, that performance cracks her spirit. When the mask becomes unbearable, she seeks escape. Not necessarily another man, sometimes just validation, chaos, or a moment of rebellion that makes her feel alive. Stoic truth. She's not always looking for someone else. She's often trying to reclaim the self she abandoned. Chaos as false freedom. Here's the brutal reality. Many women don't fall for another man. They fall for chaos itself. When life becomes predictable, chaos feels like oxygen. The risky text. The late-night DM, the forbidden glance. None of it is about love. It's about freedom, or at least the illusion of it. But chaos is a liar. It promises liberation but delivers destruction. What begins as just fun often leaves behind broken trust, fractured families, and scars that never fully heal. Stoic wisdom. A grounded man doesn't chase chaos, doesn't argue with it, doesn't try to fix it. He steps back. He observes. He protects his dignity. He lets her face the consequences of her choices while he stays unshaken. The Stoic path, if you've felt that something was off. If you've ever looked at your partner and thought, "She's here, but she's not really here," you're not paranoid. You're awake. Most men stay blind until it's too late. But the Stoic man? He sharpens his perception. He sees patterns. He recognizes masks. He doesn't wait for betrayal to explode. He notices the silence, the shift, the energy. This channel isn't for the faint of heart. It's for men who want truth, not fairy tales. For men who are willing to burn illusions so they can build strength. So, Stoic Tribe, if you're tired of being fed lies about relationships, women and masculinity, if you want raw, unfiltered insights that wake you up, then subscribe right now. Here, we don't hand out candy. We forge steel. Until next time. Don't just watch her ring. Watch her actions. Don't just hear her words. Read her energy and never apologize for seeing through the mask. Stay sharp. Stay disciplined. Stay stoic. Join the movement. Subscribe now.